While the guard wasn't looking, I quietly took my spoon and rubbed it against the bottom of my shoe over and over until it was completely dirty. Then I acted like nothing happened and called the guard over, telling him the spoon was dirty and needed to be replaced. My teammate saw what I did and made the same request. The guard saw we looked serious and didn't suspect a thing, so he agreed. When we got to the front desk, my partner started chatting away with the guard. While the guard was distracted, I grabbed the new spoon. Actually, I secretly took 2 of them, and nobody noticed. Once I was ready, I snapped the spoon in half, took apart a nail clipper I'd traded from someone else, and used the file to grind a coin into powder. Then I connected the spoon handle with the metal pieces from the clipper, sprinkled the powder at the joint, and lit a bundle of matches. Using the high heat from the thermite reaction, I successfully welded the 2 metal pieces together. Just like that, I had myself a handy escape tool. After testing how sharp it was, I quickly started digging into the wall. With this tool, things moved way faster. I was focused on digging when suddenly I heard a prisoner next door greeting a guard. That's when I realized a guard was heading this way. I quickly grabbed my suitcase to cover the hole, dumped the debris into the toilet, and rushed back to my bed. But because I was in such a hurry, I carelessly dropped the file on the floor. I wanted to pick it up fast, but the guard was already at the door, so I had no choice but to strike up a conversation with him. Luckily, he didn't seem to notice the file on the ground, probably because it was too dark, or maybe his eyesight wasn't great. Soon enough, I dug the hole to the perfect size, just big enough for me to crawl through. But then I ran into an even bigger problem. The metal grate was welded to 2 iron bars. The next day, on my way to the woodshop, I dumped all the dirt from my pockets when the guard wasn't watching. Then in the woodshop, I made a wooden wedge, planning to use it to remove the bolts on both sides of the grate. But how would I get past the metal detector? During the check, I deliberately took out the wedge and said it was for hanging clothes. The guard confiscated it, but he had no idea I had another one hidden in the sole of my shoe. I wedged the wooden piece into the bolt and kicked it open with my foot. The metal grate came off just like that. Right away, I stuck my head through and found this led straight to the top of the cell block. But there was a new problem. To climb in, I'd need to make the hole bigger, and the damaged wall would be easy to spot. Plus, guards patrolled here a lot, and they could tell at a glance if someone was in their cell or not. But none of this could stop me. I soaked torn newspaper in water, mixed wall dust with water to make clay, and quickly formed a square box. Then I got paint and a brush from my neighbor, and in no time I had a realistic-looking vent cover. Next, I took out the head I'd molded, painted it flesh-colored, and using hair I'd stolen from the barber shop. I looked in the mirror and glued on eyebrows and hair. Even though it looked a bit rough, once I stuffed it under the blanket, it should fool anyone.